So, you want to start commissioning art? Well, I am here to help you. Hi, I am Runa. I am an artist and streamer who has been both taking commissions and commissioning others for over 10 plus years now. I have had a lot of people asking me lately how they can go about commissioning me or another artist and how to really do that. There's a lot of things that really go into commissioning artists that you really wouldn't think about until you actually get into the process of trying to commission an artist. So we will go over a lot today, from how to actually find an artist, how to contact them, formatting your actual commission etiquettes, and then even things such as navigating Skeb and VGen, because I know that is a little bit foreign to some people. They have never really delved into those sites or tried to navigate them before, so I'll give a brief guide on that one, as well as commissioning non-English artists. So like if you've ever wanted to commission a Japanese artist or a Korean artist but you weren't really sure how to, whether it be through language barriers or really just not knowing how to actually contact them, I will also give some tips for that. So, step one is obviously how to find an artist. Finding an artist is honestly pretty easy once you get the ball kind of rolling. The 5 main sites that I use to find new artists are Twitter, Pixiv, Twitch, Skeb, and VGen. When it comes to Twitter, I kind of just follow a bunch of artists and then more artists will get recommended to me, whether it be because some of these artists interact with them or follow them or like their posts, and so I'll get stuff recommended to me through that way. Pixiv is kind of nice because when you go onto a piece of art on Pixiv, for example, we have here a piece of art, you scroll down and it'll have a bunch of related works of things that I think you might enjoy along since you did like this art. So that is kind of how I go through and finding it on Pixiv. With Twitch, you can just kind of go into the art category and see who's streaming. Sometimes you'll find artists that you'd really like through that way. And then when it comes to Skeb is the same way, where you can just go on a main page and kind of look through Skeb, see what's going on. One tip that I do have for you though is if you like a piece of art that you see, like say you're like scrolling through like new art and you see like one that you really like, oh, I really like how this art looks, I like this character, I like the vibe that they go for. What I will do is go down to the little client thing down here, click on them, and you can see all of the requests that they have sent, and that is a very good way to find new artists, I would say. So you could be like, oh, I really like this one, and boom, you found another artist that you like, and maybe through this way you'll find another artist like, oh, I really like the look of this character, like they probably have a lot of like different commissions that I would like too. Boom, you found it that way. Awesome. And then you also have VGen. VGen is super easy with that sort of thing too. You can just go through the main showcase. There's also like all the different like categories that I can go into later, but this is another great way to find new artists pretty easily. And yeah. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention when it comes to Skeb, if you are someone who is looking for more not safe for work type of art, there is a option right here in the very bottom of your settings, in the display settings. You can turn that on and it'll show you more of the spicy stuff. So there's one way for you to find art like that on Skeb, and that's also very, obviously it's very easy on Twitter as well. Alright, so you found that artist that you really want to commission, so your next step is figuring out how to contact them. Now, this is going to vary depending on the artist. So if you find an artist on, say, Skeb or VGen, you are going to be able to contact them right there on that site. Like, say you really like this artist, boom, right here, just hit that new request button and you are in, baby! You are in! Or if they are closed, you're just gonna have to wait for them to open again. Let me go down and find an artist who is closed at the moment, so you can kind of see what it will look like this person isn't taking commissions right now, so you can always hit that little notify thing and it'll send you like an email or a notification on Skeb when they open again, and then you'll be able to commission them that way. Same with on VGen, they'll have a wait list or it'll say they're open and you will be able to contact them straight through that site. But say you find an artist on Twitter or Pixiv and you can't find a Skeb or VGen link in their bio. Like this artist, for example, has to DM them. So you can DM them, and then sometimes artists won't specifically say to DM them or to email them for commissions in their bio. They don't really have much information in their bio. But if they have a website, you can always go on their website, and sometimes they will have a way of how to contact them on there. I believe that's kind of how my mama here is. Yeah, she has a email in the bio, so if they have an email, you can contact them that way, or if they have a website, you can always go on their website, and a lot of the times they will have a contact page, and you'll see their mail and all the other stuff that goes with it. So yeah, that is usually how you are going to contact your artist, whether it be through DM, email, or it's a lot easier when they have Skeb or VGen, because then you'll be able to contact them through those websites and you'll be able to tell if they're open, what their pricings are, all of that type of stuff. That's one thing I really do like about Skeb and VGen is it has the pricings right there, so you don't have to kind of struggle to figure it out and find the pricings. As long as they're open. If they're closed, you're not going to be able to see their prices, but as long as they're open, it will have just the recommended amount right there for you to see. Same with VGen. You'll be able to go on any VGen website and you'll be able to see what they offer, what the prices are, all the rules, all that type of stuff. And yeah, so that is the things to look out for when you are trying to first contact an artist. Also, yeah, I forgot to mention, but if you cannot find any way to contact them, but they have their DMs open on Twitter, just send the DM. Send the DM, I promise it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Okie dokie, now that you have found your artist and you have figured out how to contact them, it is time for the scary part, which is formatting your commission. I know. This can be a little bit daunting to some people. They don't know how much information to give. Are they giving too much? Are they giving not enough? Well, I have a couple of tips on how to go about that. And don't get me wrong, every artist is different. Some people are going to want a bunch of information. Some people are going to want nothing. So, here are some general rules that I kind of go about when I am commissioning someone and what I prefer for my personal commissions. Don't overload on information. There are some artists who want very, very specific details on what you want for your commission, but a lot of the times I feel like it kind of just overwhelms artists, especially for me in particular. I sometimes will just reject commissions if they give me too much information because I can't tell what is important, what I need to be adding. It just stresses me out, so I can't do it. So try not to overload on information. One thing that I will say to put into commissions, which a lot of people do, is important features. So for example, I have a commission here by Queen Cat on her Skeb. She has some important information on her saying that people sometimes will think her hair is blonde, but it's pure white, so please color the hair pure white. That's a very important feature that she likes to add so people get it correct. Here is another commission by Tenchi Mishi, and she has important features such as her height, flat chest, one fang in mouth. So just particular things that sometimes artists might overlook that they really want added into their commission. So that is one thing that you can always do when it comes to commissioning artists. And then another thing that people will add a lot is that personality, pose, etc. So I feel it is very helpful for me specifically when people add in what their character's personality is like. So I know kind of how to draw this character. If it is a super hyper genki type of character, always happy and ready to go, you'll probably have a very like happy and positive piece. Or if your character is very like solemn and very like just like sleepy or sad or not energetic or very neutral character, be sure to add that in. That is something I do for all of my commissions. For example, with this one, I kind of give a brief description on my character. That is, she is a JK aspiring idol, lolly vampire, bunny girl with an obsession with blood, height, and then her personality is bratty and easily flustered. So people will usually have kind of like expressions or ways of going about that type of thing. Sometimes if I am looking to get a particular pose, I will add in, could you like draw her laying down? And if I have an example of the like type of pose that I want, I will include an example image, which I definitely recommend. It can help artists a lot if they have example images of that type of stuff. Or if you don't care, no problem, that's fine. You can quite literally just say, hi, can you draw my character looking cute please? Or, hi, can you draw my character? And that's fine. But I definitely recommend at the very least, maybe draw or like adding in their personality. If you don't care how the image looks at all, you just want to see your character in that person's style, you very well can just be like, hi, can you draw my character? Or saying things like, hi, can you draw my character? She is a like super happy-go-lucky idol. That type of stuff. So now that we have the main parts of commissioning an artist out of the way, we can kind of delve into the nitty-gritty stuff, which is first, commission etiquettes. Now, there really isn't too much when it comes to commission etiquettes. I would say the main things are just be nice, be respectful, don't pressure your artist too much. If there is a deadline and the deadline is approaching, do not be afraid to ask your artist for updates. But if they're responsive, don't ask them pretty much like every other day for updates and stuff like that. It definitely can be a little bit stressful on the artist if a client does that to them. So if the artist is giving you updates and being responsive, just let them do their thing. And if you're getting worried, just express that if it's getting too close to the deadline. But yeah, just be nice and respectful about that type of thing. The only other thing that I can really think of off the top of my head right now when it comes to commission etiquettes that people might have questions is tipping an artist. Tipping an artist in the like English side of things is fine, honestly. I can't think of any artists that really have an issue with receiving tips for their art. If you really like an art and you want to tip them, sure, that's fine. I can't speak for the non-English side of things, like Japan and Korean artists. I know that they don't have much of a tipping culture over there, and I'm not really sure how much that translates into the artist community. If you are questioning it or you're not sure, it doesn't hurt to just not tip, I guess, too. So I'm sorry that I can't be more help with that side of things, but yeah, basically, be nice, be respectful, and then everything will be fine and happy and wonderful. Now, to close this off, I am going to give you guys kind of a brief guide on navigating Skeb and VGen, as well as commissioning non-English artists. I will say for commissioning non-English artists, the best way is probably going to be through like Skeb, sites like that, or if it's on Twitter, I recommend using translation sites like DeepL is what I use usually to contact JP or Korean artists on Twitter or through email. That is what Skeb uses for their auto translation as well. So you can always just use that to translate anything that you need be. Usually I will add a English translation and the artist's native language translation when I send my DM or my email. So if the artist speaks English and they would prefer to just speak in English or Japanese, they can reply in whichever way that they feel most comfortable. And then I kind of just go from there. Like if they reply in Japanese, I'll do all my replies in Japanese. If they reply in English, I'll do my replies in English. So whichever is easiest for them, I usually go with that way when it comes to commissioning them outside of Skeb. But when it comes to Skeb, you don't have to do any sort of special translation. There is an auto translation feature on Skeb. So let's start with Skeb here. Find an artist you like. I really love this artist, so let's see. Let's go ahead and click on new request here. And then right here in this text bubble, you can type whatever you would like for your commission to be. Like I said previously, you can do a just a small thing like, hey, can you draw my character? And then link your character here in the reference URL. Or if you have certain poses that you'd like to see, certain elements you'd like involved, you would put that all in there. There's also other options down here that you can do. You can turn not safe for work on if the artist does not safe for work commissions. If you do like anonymous or hidden, it won't show it on their like page. It'll come up as like, I think this one had someone like private. This is how it'll show up. So if you don't want other people seeing your commission or anything that you put in there, you can always just do it through the hidden way. This addressee thing isn't super important. It just usually is when they write on the thing like thank you for commissioning, and they put your name on it and stuff if you want it. And that's mainly all there is to it when it comes to commissioning on Skeb. I already kind of went over if a artist isn't currently taking commissions, you will see right here, like you can always just do the notify thing if you want to be notified when they do open up their commissions again. But otherwise, you can just go ahead and press on that like start new commission thing, and you are good to start putting all your information and stuff like that. Now, let's go over VGen a little bit. With VGen, it is put into sections more so than Skeb is. Skeb is kind of just like one little button, and you can put whatever you want in there. You can change the price that you want to pay. Sometimes I will say that artists on Skeb will have little guides on what price equals what on their thing. So the recommended is kind of just going to be the base, but you can pay less or more depending on if you say like want a chibis. Usually chibis are going to be less, or full bodies you have to pay a little bit more. So sometimes artists will have that, or if you're not sure, you can just do the recommended amount. But with VGen, usually they will be separated. Like here is my VGen, for example. I have different sections for chibi, for like full bodies, for crayon chibis, reference sheets, all that type of stuff. VGen also has very cool with navigating, so it's a lot easier to find very specific things that you want. So if you want, say, like something for your streaming assets, you can go ahead and click on like the streaming assets thing here, and you can go through and find like Twitch panels, stream overlays, like oh, like, yeah, maybe I want some stream alerts. Let's go see what there is to offer for here. And you can scroll through and see all of these different options for different stream alerts. You can go back, like, oh no, never mind. I just want a regular illustration. I want a chibi though. So you can click on chibi illustration here, and then boom, you have a bunch of different chibi illustrations. So that's one thing that is very nice about VGen, is they have that sort of thing, and you can see whether a artist is open or not on the top corner of each little thing that you see here. So it's very easy to navigate that type of stuff through VGen. So once you go into a commission, like say let's go into this one, you scroll down and you read all of the information that's given here, what they want you to put in, all that type of stuff. You go ahead and accept their terms of service and go ahead and start the request. You'll put in any of the information in there just like you would with Skeb. There'll be a place for references, there will be a place for your description, what you're looking for. Yeah, it's honestly very simple once you kind of just go into it. It's nothing too scary. I believe with VGen, there isn't in messaging like DM system, but they might still contact you by email when it comes to your actual commission. It's been a second since I've actually like commissioned someone on VGen, so but I believe that's how I received them in the past, is through my email. And yeah, that is everything that I can think of when it comes to pretty much the basics of commissioning an artist. This is my first time ever filming a video like this, so I'm sorry if it's a little messy and silly and goofy. But yeah, if there is any questions that you have, you can always ask me down in the comments, or I do stream almost every single day at 3 p.m. Eastern time, so you can always hop in there, ask me any questions that you might have, and I can answer them a little bit more in depth on stream, definitely, than I could in a comment. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate you taking the time, and I hope that it could be at least some help to you. Yeah, thank you guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, morning, night, afternoon, whatever time it is for you. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!